Hello world, this is Random Fix, and today I'm going to be showing you how to reset your airbag light. And this is it right here. This is going to be the airbag light, and this might be happening for a few reasons. I'm going to cover those with you guys, and I'm going to show you guys how to reset this and what tools you're going to need. And this is going to be a little bit different than your little average scanner that you find for 15 to 20 bucks at the store here. This is going to take a little bit of a advanced tool, and this is something I highly recommend having. This is the one tool that can do the ABS, airbag lights, check engine lights, and I'm going to show you guys how to go ahead and use this and what things you can do to make sure this doesn't happen to you, and show you a couple of tricks just in case you don't actually have one of these tools and you're encountering a problem, and how to avoid them. So let me go ahead and get this started for you guys. So the first thing, this is the OBD II scanner. And how this works is it actually plugs into your OBD II port, which is your onboard diagnostic port, and it plugs in and it can reset a check engine light. Now when you have an advanced tool like this, what this is able to do is actually go ahead and take care of the check engine light. Plugs in through the same exact port that I showed you guys on the little one, but now we could access different modules like the transmission, the check engine, ABS, SRS, and even do the electronic parking brakes that you find on some of the newer vehicles. So this is one tool that could basically replace 5 of these kind of smaller tools. One where you got one for just check engine light, one that does ABS, one does SRS. This does everything at once, including the parking brakes. So with that in hand, let me go ahead and show you guys how to plug this in and show you how you can actually reset this yourself. And it's pretty easy, and this is a great thing just to have in your toolbox in case you run into a problem. You can quickly take a look at it and see how to go about finding a possible solution. So the first thing, to plugging this in, you got to look in the driver's side footwell area. This is where it's going to be 90% of the times, and when you're down here, you're going to notice there's a plug. And in my case, it's going to be this plug right here. And the cool thing with these plugs is they only go in one way. So you plug it in. Cannot get this wrong. Once it's plugged in, you're going to automatically see power on it. And in order to get a correct reading, you're going to need to go ahead and turn the ignition on. And you can tell your ignition is on when the check engine light is on right here. So if the check engine light is on and the motor's not running, that means the ignition is on. And now with my ignition on, I'm going to go ahead and reset this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go to scan. Choose my vehicle. Choose any options the vehicle might have. And now I'm going to go ahead and do a controls unit instead of doing a full scan. This is going to check everything. I know what I'm trying to actually reset, which is the airbag light. And I'm going to go through the different modules here, and I'm going to scroll down to where it says SRS airbag. And I'm going to read the code. And this is what actually pops up on here. So it's telling me you got to open, basically I got to open circuit. And if you try to go ahead and delete this code here, are you sure you want to delete this? Yes. All right, the code is erased now, but what happens is if you go read it again, you're going to come up with the same exact code when you try to delete this. So because I haven't actually fixed the problem, this oftentimes happens when people are installing a new car stereo. They take the seats out of the car, and when the seats are out of the car, they accidentally turn on the ignition. When you turn the ignition on, the vehicle is going to do a check, and it's going to notice that that module or that seat isn't plugged in, and it's going to throw off the airbag light. So what you have to do is go ahead and reconnect the harness, and I'm going to show you guys what these can look like. They're right underneath the seat here. Alright, as you can see, this little connector right here, the yellow one, those are going to be for the airbag most of the time. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and reconnect that, and you want to reconnect them until you hear that snap. So now that snap back in, and with that connector in place, I can come back to my scanner and do that same exact procedure that we did earlier. And it says, are you sure you want to erase? We're going to hit yes, yes, and now if we turn on the vehicle, you're going to notice that the airbag light is actually off now. So there you go, the airbag light is reset, and you don't have to pay anybody $175 to do it for you. But anytime you're replacing a car stereo, you're removing the little light that's sometimes in the middle over here that tells you the airbag light is off. Anytime you're doing it, make sure you don't actually crank the ignition on or even put the key in the ignition. If not, and you don't have one of these tools, you're gonna get an airbag light and you're gonna have to go get it reset. Oftentimes unplugging the battery will not work. So I really hope the video helped you guys out. I'll have a link to this in the description box below for you guys. Really cool tool. And before this, let me show you guys how these scanners were and how humongous and expensive they were. Besides unplugged connectors or bad wiring, these airbag lights can get turned on for a number of reasons. One of them being is this buckle right here. These go bad all the time on here just from dirt and age. One of the things I actually like to do is spray some electrical cleaner in there. If I feel like this is a faulty connection, I may try that first before I go to replace it. Sometimes that does help. If you don't have electrical cleaner, I've used WD-40 before in the past and it's worked magical. Sometimes the tensioners in these columns here actually go bad and you have to replace them. But before you replace them, it's a good idea to just go ahead and do a reset. And that really gives you an idea if this is something that's just an intermittent problem or it's a permanent code. And always make sure that you check the connectors on any of the components that you've touched to make sure that they snapped in correctly. And those are some of the common reasons that the airbag light does turn on, besides if you happen to actually remove the airbag or for any kind of service or you're playing around in there. Always be careful, do not turn the ignition on unless everything's put back together, or you will cause yourself an airbag light. And in this vehicle, like this camera here, just replugging the connector back together does reset the airbag light. But on most vehicles, you will have to do a reset, and it's just a good idea to have the tool. You don't want to get caught without it. Just to give you guys an idea of the tools that you needed before something like this came along, was this right here. This is my previous scanner and it came in this nice big box. It was cool because it had a colorful display, but it was a little more complicated to use. You'd have to do updates all the time, and it was great. Portability wasn't the best, and you just had to be a little careful with it. Now with this, check out the size difference, and you got this little tiny tote you can carry it in versus this big briefcase. And these may be cool, but they will not reset airbag light or ABS light. They won't do anything other than just a check engine light. And this right here actually graphs it. So really cool idea just to have a one tool that can handle it all. If this is the first time you guys are visiting the channel, please consider subscribing for more time and money saving videos like this. And have a great day. You know, if you guys have any comments, hit the subscribe button, and I really appreciate your continued support.